What is up, Light Fam? Welcome to another video. My name is David, and this video is going to be a continuation of my Great Awakening series. I received an amazing download this morning in regards to everything that is happening in the planet right now, and actually how you can use the Great Awakening to your advantage. Now, we are all about empowerment and leveling up to 5D consciousness on this channel. We are not about fear or powerlessness. So let's get right into the video. So the download that I received this morning from the other side of the veil in meditation was in regards to the Great Awakening, everything that is going on right now. Actually, more specifically, in regards to the question on everyone's mind, which is why? Why the heck is all this happening? And what came through was the word stagnation. So the Great Awakening is about removing stagnation, dislodging, uprooting, and getting unstuck, the things that are stuck, that are outdated, old, heavier density paradigms and systems that are holding back forward movement. The universe is all about expansion and forward movement. So the Great Awakening is about getting rid of that stagnation so that us as a collective can move forward. Now, by the way, if you are ever needing answers to anything, understand that you are a part of omni-consciousness. All thoughts that have ever been thought exist in this soup of consciousness, this plane of consciousness of which you are a part. That means thoughts that Einstein once thought, thoughts that Nikola Tesla once thought, thoughts from Da Vinci, thoughts from Enki and the Anunnaki, thoughts from Thoth, the Akashic Records, your past lives. All of these things are available to you in omni-consciousness, of which you are a part, of which you are a transducer, of which you are a transistor. You silence yourself, you center yourself, and you align with that part of your consciousness and intend a question and be silent. And you might be surprised what comes through. And as Rumi said, listen to the silence. It has many things to tell you. But I digress. So the Great Awakening is about forward movement. Remember, the universe's objective is constant expansion. So you can kind of liken it to a computer software upgrade. So let's say that the world computer has a lot of gunk on its hard drive. And so the Great Awakening is about giving that world system the upgrade that it needs, deleting cookies and caches and clearing some disk space so that it's a more efficient running system. Now, this is, of course, happening on a global scale, but it's also happening on a personal scale. And the Great Awakening may be asking you to evaluate the direction of your life. Is the direction of your life in alignment with your heart? Is there gunk in your energetic field that is slowing down your soul computer, so to speak? So when we start evaluating what is stagnant and what kind of needs to go so that you can level up to 5D consciousness, the Great Awakening all of a sudden starts to look like the Great Evaluating for your life specifically. When the world was running at full speed, maybe you were so distracted by staying in that loop of going to work and coming home and watching TV and going to bed and then getting up and going to work again, and you didn't have time to stop and ask yourself, why is my heart not fulfilled? Well, now you have time. So now is the time to evaluate. The Great Awakening now becomes the Great Evaluating, because you're evaluating everything in your life that is holding you back, that has you stuck, that is outdated, that is no longer serving you. As a matter of fact, if the great evaluating resonates with what is going on in your life right now, go ahead and type down in the comments, the great evaluating. And I want you to type the great evaluating in the comments below to just further hammer home that idea of what's happening in your life and get you to take action to remove that which is now stagnant in your life so that you can level up. Instead of passing the time during lockdown with meaningless nonsense just to fill the time while you wait on lockdown to be over, which if you weren't fulfilled before lockdown, why would you just be waiting to be unfulfilled again? And my guess is that was familiar to you. That was your comfort zone. But typically when you stay in your comfort zone, you just get more of the same. So let's do something different. Let's sit down and take honest stock of what actually does fulfill your heart. Now, don't be reluctant to let something go just because of sentimental value. This is about your forward progression. So what is not working for you? What doesn't make you feel good? What doesn't raise your vibration? What disempowers you? Is it a relationship? Is it a condemning dogmatic religion? Is it a career that maybe your parents chose for you but your heart is not in it? Is it a political party that maybe you were raised with but now you see maybe they're not what you thought they were? Are you procrastinating about anything? So this is the time. The Great Awakening is showing you what is holding you back. And once you're no longer distracted with what is holding you back, now all of a sudden you have a vision for your future. And once you have that vision for your future, it's almost like a navigation system. So now your life has direction, and then the Great Awakening turns into the Great Visioning for your life. Now, when this whole thing started, everyone was in shock, and that put everyone into a state of fight or flight, which is a survival mode. It's a state of resistance, and the reptilian portion of your brain is in charge of survival. So you're not thinking logically, you're not thinking big picture wise. But you know, it's been a couple of months now, so hopefully the shock has worn off. If it hasn't, turn off the freaking news. You guys with the news. So yeah, but now that you're out of fight or flight, go ahead and connect with that omnipresent consciousness that I mentioned earlier. Center yourself, align yourself, sit in meditation and ask the question, what is no longer serving me? And whatever comes through, I advise you to take action on that, because source is never wrong. And you know what is holding you back. You know what is stagnant. Now, disclaimer, if your marriage comes through, I'm not telling you to run out and go get a divorce, okay? However, if that does come through, that might be an indication that you guys need to kind of sit down and have some open communication. Don't just stay in your normal routine with your face buried in your phone and your social media and you're with the kids and there's that routine, but you guys don't interact or communicate. So this might be, if that's what pops into your mind, this may be a sign that you guys need to communicate or even get counseling. But the point is, take action on anything that either needs to be removed or the vibration of it needs to be raised so that you can move forward. So that's where the Great Awakening turns into the Great Evaluating of your life so that you can get to the Great Visioning of your life. Now, this is happening on the world stage, but remember, the world that you experience is your divine mirror. So that means the sooner that you start removing and replacing stagnation and the things and systems within your life that no longer work with better, then the world stage will mirror back to you that those equally dense energetic systems, structures, paradigms that no longer serve, that are stagnant, are also being removed. So the great forward movement for the collective can happen. All right, guys, so thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you liked the video, then like the dang on video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if this content resonated with you. Now, question of the day. What has the Great Awakening caused you to do a great evaluating of your life that you now realize you need to get rid of? In other words, what in your life has got to go so that you can level up to 5D consciousness? Leave those comments below. I would love to hear how you are upgrading your life. Don't forget to add me on Instagram, _lightways. I do answer questions over there as well. Remember to hit that notification bell so you don't miss the twice weekly content that I post. And remember to get your free 30-minute guided meditation on abundance. This is my thank you gift to you guys. Link in the description. If you have Gmail, that abundance meditation will be under the promotions tab. And also check out the blog. The blog for this video will also be in the link below. And that is all. Same bat time, same bat channel. Am I allowed to say that actually? I think that's copyrighted. All right, guys. Light, love, and abundance to all that are watching and to all you love. Peace, guys.